curb there. I wonder if there's any sort of safety intention with that. I don't.
I think it's still going to be, I mean, that's only like this wide. You're going to get plenty of light on that, I think, even if that's pointing straight down.
It might have just gotten nudged.
That's my guess, is it got bumped at some point. So,
Yeah, those are adjustable.
yeah, yes, that'd be my only comment.
I think that, I appreciate what you're saying, Peter, and I also think that it is a really old building, and we probably should respect the landowner's wishes not to mess with that crumbling brick any more than it already has been. I think the sign's beautiful, and I like the centrality of it, and I appreciate that the lights are where they're at, and that's part of where the sign's oriented as well.
When you say with the lights they're at, are you okay with the pointing downwards?
Yes, I mean in terms of like where they are
Oh,
wired in.
physically are on the wall.
Physically wired in.
Got it.
They're not wired in to the left.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting point you make. It didn't strike me, and I'm okay with the arrow. I think the font looks great. I think the colors look great. If I were putting the sign where I thought it was most visible and functional and driving traffic and awareness to my store, I would definitely want it closer to the door, based on the way that the one-way streets function, and just trying to capture more visibility. And if that's where the landlord is requiring you to put the sign, then certainly that's not a problem for me aesthetically.
I think it's like a beautiful sign. The font is great, colors are great. It's very historic looking. So nice job.
Thank you.
And I get Peter's point about the arrow. But directional signs aren't explicitly prohibited, and it does remind me, but the way that the arrow is presented graphically reminds me very much of the feeling of the hand pointing, like it's that away. It's cute, in my opinion. My preference, as I've indicated, would be for it to be closer to the door, for the arrow to be more literally, it's right here, the entrance is right here, if I were making a composition. But if the requirements of the space, as dictated by the owner, say the sign, we're not gonna make any new bolt holes through the brick, then that's where it needs to be. I would like to see the lighting locations are fortuitous, and I would like to see the light on the right removed or
The bulb taken out?
disabled.
Yeah.
Because it's just a gratuitous wall wash at that point. There's plenty of safety lighting, even if and I'd like to suggest that the floodlights be directed at the sign rather than just wash directly down. There'll still be plenty of light on that little narrow crosswalk.
Yeah.
So I would be inclined to request or direct that the light on the right be taken out of service.
Yeah, I can definitely bring that up, with the landlord. I don't foresee any issue with that.
Take out the bulb, take the head off it or something like that. And it would also give your sign more impact, just as
Right.
it would be much more meaningful as a
Focus
composition,
point.
as a thing to be lit.
I like that suggestion. I like that better than my suggestion, so.
So I'd like to make a motion to approve the sign with the modification that the existing light on the right be taken out of service and the spotlights directed at the sign. Not but biased toward the sign.
Yeah.
And the one on the left, Tom, is a wall wash then?
The one on
The right.
No, but the one on the right's omitted, and then there's one on the left too, isn't there?
No, but the one on the two on the left, or the middle and the
Are
left.
there only three?
There's
Yeah.
only
There are three, right.
Thank you.
So the one to the
Hit the
right.
sign.
Yeah, I
Either
thought
end.
there was a
The one
fourth.
to the right doesn't like the sign.
Oh, I think that's just a
Yeah.
flurry.
Gotcha.
Unless I switched right and left again, which I do occasionally.
You did not.
That is my motion. Did you record it? Do we have a second for that?
Yes, second.
Commissioner Van Zant,
Yes.
Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Ermshire.
Yes.
Vice Chair Cobden.
Yes.
And Chair Nye.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Congratulations on opening.
Thank you so much.
It's exciting.
Yay, I'm very
Beautiful job.
excited.
Unofficially looking forward to going there.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Best of luck.
Been hard at
And
work.
we know where it is.
Yes, we do.
Thanks again. appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Thanks for coming in. So we do not regulate signs painted on windows.
People can put things on the inside of their windows as long as it's not like lit or glowing.
I don't have the item number because I'm not scrolling through my agenda in that way, but
Item 8.
item 8, 401 North Pine Street, architecture review, application for repaint and color change and minor repairs.
Hi, Stuart.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Commissioners?
Would you like me to introduce the item?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me go there. So this item is for an architectural review application for a repaint with a color change and minor repairs to the exterior in the historic district. The property, Stewart's property is located at 401 North Pine Street. It's next to the Tinnery Building and right close to town here. The residence was built in 1867. It is on the Sanborn maps. There were several remodels and additions and things that you probably read about in the staff report. The proposed colors are a Benjamin Moore historical colors. The body of the house is proposed to be Louisburg green and the trim Caldwell green. And then the white casing and trim work around the windows and doors would remain white. I did take the photo that's in your staff report, which shows the building from the opposite kitty corner to see the whole picture. And I think that's it. If you'd like to add to that, Stuart?
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Thank you for the introduction. I'm going to make a slight variation on your introduction, and that is the trim around the windows will be the darker green. The windows themselves will remain white.
Okay, sorry for that.
That's okay.
Just the sash, the parts that go up and down?
Just the stiles and rails of the window.
Yeah,
Okay. Sash, good word. Yes.
it's the word. I'm a carpenter. Is there, are you re-roofing as well? Is that in this application?
It looks
Yes,
like it.
I need to re-roof. Yes. No, I'm not re-roofing in this application.
Okay.
But expect additional applications to come in the near future. It's the, how shall we say, the Golden Gate Bridge complex, where you start at one end and work your way and then have to go back to the, anyway, that's where we are now, is with paint.
Oh, I see. It initially was checked and then scribbled out. That's why.
That was hence my question.
Oh.
And you have a green roof right now.
We do have a green roof right now.
The green machine. So just to clarify, the decorative elements are all dark green, is that right?
They are.
Thank you.
Are you going to match the little library?
Oh, thank you for asking that. Yes, we are. Yes, we are going to repaint the little.
We can't
library.
have this kind of
Yeah.
miscoordinated clash.
Yeah, we are going to repaint the library as well. The inspiration for this color scheme was a house right across from 557 East Broad Street, up the street here a little bit, which just has done a lovely job with these two different colors of green, and it just works really well, and we really appreciate that every time we walk by it. So, and it isn't just an aesthetic change. The paint is peeling in various places, so it's a need.
So that's all the questions, I assume. Is there any public comments? Anyone in the House have a comment? No?
No one online.
You have a comment.
My name is Lee Adams, co-owner, and just a question on the Little Free Library. It just was re-roofed, so now its roof matches the house.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. So no other public comment.
Could I ask one more question?
Yes, please.
I just looked up the Broad Street reference, and they have a really pretty creamy white versus a white. Did you pick out your white also?
We weren't going to add any additional white to the house, only leave it on the windows.
Gotcha.
All right. Do we have a motion?
I just want to say, I think it's going to look great.
Yeah,
It's nice to see.
me too.
Thanks.
Me too.
Thank you.
It's going to be handsome.
It reminds me of the colors of my house.
Indeed.
I like them.
So that's how we get colors. So we look at the colors of all the commissioners' houses.
No bias, I'm just disclosing that I can be impartial, even though I have very similar colors on my house.
I'll motion to approve as is.
A second.
Commissioner Van Zant?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner Ermshar?
Yes.
Vice Chair Cobden?
Yes.
And Chair Nye?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Great to be here.
Let the cash drain begin, right?
May you find no rot.
Yeah, I did have a question about how many
That is the
gallons
word.
was going to go
Yeah,
into
that
this.
is the word. May you find no rot.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your work.
Thanks, Stuart.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, we've all been there with the rot.
My paint job has lasted 12 years, and now I have to think about repainting before it peels.
I'm listening to you.
12 years. 12.
Ours lasted 15, so.
Okay. We have another item.
Number 9
14.
is building activity report.
Before that, though, we have reorganization of the Plan Commission, item 5. Would you like to introduce that for us?
Sure.
Lisa?
Why do my 2 agenda buttons never work?
It's not working?
No, it never does.
It should work today.
It should work
Are you
every
on
day.
agenda or
I just don't want to have to scroll all the way up,
Right.
that's all.
are you on agenda or packet? 'Cause
I'm
having a-
on packet.
Yeah, it works on mine.
Well, lucky for you. Rubbing
Me
it in
too.
my face.
Likes us this side of the
Yeah,
shed.
yeah.
So the Planning Commission reorganizes on an annual basis, aligned with the city fiscal year and city council member terms. The reorganization in this action will carry through to June of 2024. Commission may determine its own process for the selection of the chair and vice chair. And your options are either you could make a motion to, I'm a little rusty on this. You can change the chair and vice chair, or you can keep it the way it is. Or you could continue it, but we've already continued this item from July 20th. Would anybody like to make a motion to,
Is there any public
Discussion.
comment? Is there any public comment waiting in the wings?
sorry about that. We do not have anyone online.
Okay, any discussion?
I think it's good the way it's written.
I've enjoyed being chair. Thank you. It's been an honor. It's an
How long have you been chair?
honor.
Just over a
Going on-
year, yeah? Or was it a year and a half?
A year and a half.
Because
Because
we
there
had
were,
that funky mix-up.
there were a couple of, Stewart resigned and Lori Oberholzer left the commission. We had 2 new commissioners and I was elevated and then reelected, elevated, I mean. And then reelected as it were.
I don't
Did
remember
Stuart
carrying
and
him
Lori
around the
leave at the same
building.
time?
No, Stuart, I would say Stuart quit
He just got tired.
in a very fiery exit.
Yeah, a gesture for sure.
It was memorable. And Lori did not quit.
Yeah, I watched that council meeting.
And if it were the will of the commission, I'd be happy to continue as chair. So, do we have any other discussion or a motion to reorganize or stay the course?
Does anyone else have a desire to be chair?
I would ask you in particular as vice chair.
Absolutely not, no. I think I would weigh in and say I feel like we're all being extremely polite. I think that you've done a wonderful job. I love the way that commission has worked the last few years
Hear,
with
hear.
all of us. I have no strong feelings either way, and if someone does have strong feelings, then great. It's lucky to have people who are volunteering with strong feelings.
Thanks for saying that, all of that.
And I appreciate all the work and care that you've put into this. I think it's really fortunate that we have that in volunteers.
I agree. I guess it's time for a motion to approve the reorganization as presented.
Now, what about vice chair? Does anyone care to be vice chair?
I included that in the reorganization if.
Okay.
if,
Well, I just want to give up
Oh, I
the
see what you're
option in
saying.
case. I have no strong attachments to it. Of course, I'm very happy to continue doing so. And if someone else would like to, I don't know, put it on their resume or.
That's right, your names are not in here, so a motion would have to include the names.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I would amend my motion to select the chair and vice chair as they are now constituted.
To continue
To
with the current
continue.
configuration?
Yeah, I guess that's a better word.
Yeah, I'll second it.
Commissioner Rumshire?
Yes.
Vice Chair Cobden?
Yes.
Commissioner Van Zant?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Chair Nye?
Yes, I
Motion
guess so.
carries.
And I echo
you, guys.
Amy's comments of
Here, here, yeah.
I just enjoy being with you and working through some of these easy things and some of the naughty things. I think we've worked our way through in a professional manner, polite manner.
I enjoy the way we work together, each with a different perspective, a different area of expertise, and the way we negotiate that and come to motions and move forward is beautiful, really good.
I'd also add that I appreciate that we don't always agree,
Right.
Yes.
and that,
Important.
we which is great. We have different opinions and we bring different things to it. But the fact that we, always do so amicably and come to a conclusion is great. So thank you all.
Yeah,
Amen.
thank you.
Thank you.
Is this where we sing Kumbaya?
We'll hold hands later.
We've done that in our
Now, the
way.
chair takes everybody out for beers, I thought. Remember that tradition?
No,
The
I
chair who
don't.
doesn't drink.
I don't remember that. Let's all have some water, shall we?
We need a driver.
Well, we can all walk home, that's the nice thing.
That is great.
Are there any announcements? Where are we?
Yes.
I think that we still have to go over, there's the, one more point, right? Above adjournment, whoops, you just scrolled past it. We had a review of some kind, I think like a,
Building
Liaison?
activity.
Yeah,
Oh.
building
no,
activity.
just building activity.
That's just an FYI.
Okay,
It's
thanks.
just in the packet if you want to know how many building permits were pulled or what statuses are. The October meeting is an irregular date. It's on October 12th. So it's not the third Thursday, so keep that in mind.
Make a note.
Also, I need 2 commissioners for a site plan ARC for the Stonehouse parking lot. And I'm trying, they're wanting to do the striping and things. So I'm hoping that somebody's available next week for an ARC meeting.
I can make myself available, however, I believe, I'd have to check the radius that I may not be able to be part of that.
Okay,
It's probably, anyway.
yeah,
I'm available. I'm in town.
okay.
October 12th.
Do we have a backup in case Wendy's too close?
I am not available.
I'd like to volunteer Rod Brown.
Which day are we talking about, though?
I had spoken to the project manager about Wednesday.
Wednesday. That should be okay.
We have a council meeting that night, and I have a meeting from 10 to about 11:30, so what time do you think might be good for you? 1
Ooh.
o'clock?
Is this going to be a walk-through, a walk-around?
No, we'll just meet here.
Oh, we're going to meet here?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as we're done by about 4, that should be fine, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Wendy, what time is good for you?
Sorry, I was putting the other meeting in, and I thought you had 2 people, so I stopped paying attention. What
Oh,
date?
Okay, shall we just have you guys be the ARC then?
Do you want a 3rd person?
No, it can only be 2. It's,
Be 2, yeah.
yeah, a non-quorum.
Yeah.
Rod, would you be willing to do it as the
Yeah, I can do it.
first pick?
Yep.
Thanks, Brad, thanks, Peter.
Thanks, guys.
That's good for you, Wendy? Okay.
Okay. how
2
about
o'clock?
2 o'clock?
2 o'clock?
2 o'clock's fine.
Okay.
Okay. so-
I want to go backwards a little bit on the,
Will there be paperwork?
Yes, I'll send it on Friday.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'd like to go backwards on the liaison reports. There's a list included, I think, somewhere in this agenda of which ones are active. And 414 Broad Street, it's on the building under construction. I was listed as the liaison on that one, so, and I don't see it in your list.
Okay. Have you spoken to the folks?
No, I mean, my understanding is that we as liaisons wait to be reached out to by the applicant. If they have questions about substituting something that they have put that's spelled out in their application, if they want to change a material, a color, a piece of hardware, or something like that, they reach out to you and then you connect us.
414 Broad or East Broad?
Broad,
Broad, okay.
it's right across the street.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant, is did they reach out to you?
They haven't yet.
They haven't, okay.
No.
And then, Amy, did you speak with TJ's Roadhouse?
I have not heard anything from them, no.
Okay. I I know that the woman was having trouble with one of the colors, because it was matching that
Oh, maybe I did.
kind of reddish metallic material that she had
Oh
chosen.
dear, I think maybe she did reach out to me. Thank you for asking, and I will follow up. It's been a very intense couple of weeks.
Okay, I'll send you her contact.
Thanks so
info, okay?
much. Yeah, I think she did call me actually, and I forget if we spoke or not.
Her name's Kat.
Right.
They're very memorable people.
Really nice.
Yes.
Anybody
Patient.
know the status of Spiritu Art? They seem to be closed.
Yeah, I don't know, other than they announced that they were taking some time to regroup on how they wanted to use the space. So.
Yeah, that's too bad. Any update on 656 West Broad?
No.
Okay.
And I ride my bike by there, it looks like nothing's been happening, so.
Yeah, I think I looked, and it's, if I remember correctly, they got their building permit just recently.
Oh, okay,
So they might start doing construction.
okay.
Probably took them a while to get through the building department. Yeah.
Good stuff
No-
coming your way.
Yeah, exactly.
If there's nothing else, then we will adjourn.